Welcome back to the podcast. Ooh, this episode is good. How do you care for and tend to your energy over the holidays? So, what we're going to talk about in this episode specifically is getting ready to go to a group event or a family event or a friend's event, whatever it might be, and also while you're there and then afterwards. And I'm just holiday spirit right now. And let's keep the momentum of all of the beautiful inner work that you've done going. I don't mean momentum in like a push, whatever way. Like, let's just continue to build on that as you navigate all different types of interesting scenarios in life, especially when it comes to family and, friendships that evolve. The holidays can be such an interesting time. You could have the best family in the entire world and things can still be interesting. The guys are just like challenging. Life. All right. What in your heart of hearts do you want the holidays to be like for you? What do you want them to be like for you? What do you want them to be like for if you have family that you're taking care of, if you have kids, that kind of thing? Like, what do you want the holidays to be like for you? That is question number one. Now, some of you may be like, whew, Emily, that's deep. Already for some of you, that's deep. You maybe hadn't thought about it. You hadn't thought like, wow, I actually have a choice now. I have a choice on how I want to live this. So maybe you want to think about that. Some of you are like, wow, actually, I want to build on this momentum. I want to build on it and actually continue to nurture and grow more of this love, more of these memories, more of these experiences. And let's also remember the fun. For you, what is a fun part of the holidays? I have really got into baking. I want to say I'm surprised, but then when I look at my mom and Helga, I'm not surprised. My American grandmother, too, for that matter. And I'm having to bake and give it away because it's too much for little old me, but it's been a lot of fun. A lot of experimenting, a lot of fun. So that's been part of it for me. But also, I have been so regimented about where I spend my time and my energy. And long time ago, one of my best girlfriends, even though her kids were little at the time, she goes, we say no to everything during December. And she goes, we just do whatever it is we want to do at home. And she goes, and if people want to come visit us, they can. And it was so, at the time, I was like, that's crazy. And at the same time, I was like, yeah, it's a little bit brilliant. Why don't we just do the things we really want to do? How much do we do out of obligation? All right, food for thought there. So number one, what do you really want to experience during the holidays? Do you want to feel presence? Do you want to feel, do you want to do something for yourself? Do you want, if you have family, do you want to do something for them that's a little bit more, I could use this word, curated. I mean, instead of just giving a gift, which is awesome, by the way, that's some people's big love languages, and we love that. Is there an experience wanted to do with your family that you could talk about doing for next year? Maybe that's the experience. You get the idea. Okay. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? All right. The next thing is you're going to be shocked by this. We're going to go to our inner light. We're going to go to our inner light and breathe in. Hello, inner light. Please run divine energy for me. And while that moves through you, I set the intention that over the holiday season, and I want you to think about what your intentions are. Do you want to maintain good structure so that you enjoy the holiday spirits and the food, but without feeling like, ugh, come January, right? Do you want to be fully present? Do you want to connect with a couple of people in person? The holidays in America is a time for us to be, it's like we speed way, way up and we go buy everything. Obviously, that's changing. And then we slow way down, way down. And what would feel really, really good in the slowing down part? Do you feel like, you know what, I'm going to need to make sure I'm intentionally connecting with a couple of people during that time so that I don't, get in my head or feel alone or that things aren't rushed because there's always so much to do? Do you want to sit down with your partner and say, what things do we want to do over the holidays? Do we want to say yes to every invitation or do we want to be selective? And trust me, I'm in my Energizer Bunny season, so Old me would have said yes to everything, new me, well, smarter a little bit. So definitely going to be selective. And that feels really, really good. So start thinking about what your intentions are. What are my intentions? Like, what are the tangible things I want to create for myself? One of the things I like to do, I will be that cheesy person. I love a good Christmas mug. I love a Christmas mug. I love peppermint hot cocoa. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Yes, 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 yes. Just those little things. Also, let's think about too the things maybe in holidays of yore that made us feel a little bit like, okay, that was great, blessed, grateful, but also, it was rushed, or, I have a holiday hangover, or whatever it is. And what would really make you feel good and present. Okay. Because when we're present is when we feel our best. We cannot lie. There's no getting around that. We know that to be so true. Okay. So next, say you are getting ready to go to an event and this is one that you're excited about and you've agreed upon, or maybe it's maybe it's your hubby's work party and you're like, well, I have to go. Okay. Either way, taking a moment to, and by the way, you never have to go to those. I know, the boss, the boss, the boss. You know what? When I think about my career, oh, anyway, I digress. So let's get back to your energy work. It don't matter. So you're getting ready to go out and you take a few moments to go through your inner light framework. And when you go to set the intention, you guys set the intention. I find myself talking to the right people tonight for fun, inspiring conversations that I laugh, that I pace myself with enjoying all of the accoutrements of the evening, that I remember to hydrate. And what else is it that you want to experience? I set the intention that all of my energy is mine. I set the intention that when I leave, my energy and my light is still full and vibrant, and I do not take with me anything from any of my experiences that are not for my highest good. That's the process. And then you repeat that anytime you feel called to. Now, if you're in a situation, and this will happen, where you may be at an event or an outing, or you're like, we are, you know, skating in Central Park, and all of us, you're having the best time. And then all of a sudden the energy shifts, and you're like, huh, you know what? Just something shifted and I'm just kind of not feeling it anymore. Now, this isn't because anything bad has happened per se, but sometimes our energy, as you know, just shifts. All of a sudden it's like, oh, I'm done. Be done. Listen to yourself. Be done as best you can, right? Make sure to grab the kids and take them with you, but be done. So listen to yourself. Listen to yourself. And then also, if there's any point you're talking to someone, and you feel like, whoa, the energy feels off, go through your inner light framework. And then the other thing that you can do is you can say, you know what, I need to pause and walk away, and then just don't go back to them. Ha! This girl on the internet said that I could do that. But I'm serious. These are the things that I've implemented that have worked so well. And there's a lot of people pleasing, a lot of control, right? What do people think of me? And what I've quickly come to learn is that it's for everybody's greater good when we make these kinds of decisions in alignment. So you have a choice this holiday season. And I hope you really, really enjoy yourself. You know, life brings us so many different kinds of blessings and challenges and experiences. And one of the things we can do at the end of the day is we can set our best intentions for our experiences ahead of us. We can be in our light and navigate the shifts in our energy throughout the different events. And then we can reflect and we can have gratitude. Maybe we had to learn a few things. Uncle Larry cannot slurp down that much eggnog. No, not because he can handle it, but because, man, there's only one bathroom at that cabin that we all go to, right? So you get the idea. I'm obviously using that example as like a light joke, But reflect, know what an incredible freaking job you're doing, and get really, really excited because this is just one powerful season that you have learned to navigate from a very, very special place. Thank you so much for being you and bringing all of you and your light and the shadow and the learning and the lessons and all of the beauty into this world. It has been so great to connect here. If this episode resonated with you, please be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who you want to have more of these chats with. And as you move throughout your day, remember, your energy is your superpower. As you pay attention to it and trust it, you can watch your entire life begin to transform.